Hi everyone, how is everyone doing? Okay, I'm doing fine. It's very extremely, I don't know, very hot. Okay, like very hot. I don't even know the degrees. I didn't check, but oh my god, it's so hot. But anyway, I just want to share with you guys press conference yakaitwa that was done by Zanu Pf yesterday, where they were talking about the elections and so forth and the campaigning. But when they are going to launch the official campaign, not mistaken. So I'm just going to share with you that press conference, okay, so that you can hear what they are talking about in preparation for the upcoming elections. Ndiyo nguva yacho, so you have to know what's up, what's going on, what is being said and what is being planned. That's the whole idea, okay? So just watch the press conference by Zanu Pf, okay?
The training and deployment of polling agents and also the election of members of the provincial councils. Politburo also received a report on the finalization of rankings relating to senators as well as members of the women's quota. And these are now approved for onward processes. The Politburo endorsed the president's call for peaceful campaigns and that all our structures should ensure that in all their meetings and engagement with the electorate that we preach peace, love and harmony. But he also warned members to be wary of our detractors who continue to use disinformation and misinformation to mislead our people. And therefore that the leadership as well as our entire membership should remain vigilant. He did touch on the issue of price increases and of course the exchange rate fluctuations, but stressed that there are powers behind this, but that the government and the party will eventually get on top of the situation, and that there are measures that have already been put together and additional measures that will also be put together to address these challenges. It's not a one-day wonder, but eventually we will win. And I think this is the message that we would like to put across to our members, to our electorate, that we should remain vigilant, that we are going to be on top of the situation, and that the government is doing the best it can to ensure that this thrust of economic development continues unabated, that there's so much to talk about in terms of the successes of the Second Republic as we go down this campaign trail. At national level, at provincial level, and even at district and constituents level. The success stories are there for everyone to see. There is much to show on what government has done within a short period, and given the threats of sanctions. But apart from that, besides that, we still have, as I said earlier on, misinformation, disinformation. A case in point was a report that there are food shortages in Zimbabwe, which is contrary to what we are seeing, that Zimbabwe is food secure. And we do have surplus to carry us for the next 3 seasons. And I think it's important for our members, for the electorate, or as a nation as a whole, to ensure that we gear ourselves to the right information, that we are not led astray to this type of information. This summarizes some of the deliberations of today's meeting. And I want to thank you for coming and for being with us and being patient with us until this time. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, National Political Commissar, for a brief statement. I think this opportunity opens itself up for our colleagues from the media to interrogate the National Political Commissar. That is, if you do have any questions that you want to, or things that you want to clarify with the PC, the opportunity is now. You also may have issues that you have referred to the Department of Information previously. The National Political Commissar even stands in for the national spokesperson, Comrade Mtwango, so he can give you an answer on anything that you may want to ask, lest you give me lots of phone calls on my way to engage my elderly people back in the village there in Mbuyela. So it might be fitting well that all those questions be settled now before I embark on my journey, so that there are minimum phone calls. So over to you, my colleagues. Yes, my brother.
I don't know if it had been addressed, or if you can address, you can ask questions outside what was discussed.
Of course.
My question to Commissar is, did you talk about the recent developments in the political arena, where one of your senior members, who is in exile, said that Asikwiri announced that he will be contesting?
Can you reframe the question? You say one of our senior members. How senior is he?
One former senior member, former senior member director, announced that he will be contesting in the 2023 election. Is this something that came up in your discussions, or is this something that is worrying the party?
It's not an issue. It's a non-event as far as we are concerned. It's a non-event. We are ready for battle, and whoever thinks has got the stamina is, please, let's go and get into the arena. So it's not really a big issue.
The key word there is stamina. Any further questions? Just emphasizing, please. If you think you have the stamina, that was the key phrase there.
We have a lot of requests from. You remember, I said we do have now like over 90 affiliates, and each one of those are saying, "Can we have a meeting? Can we have a conference? Can we have a rally? Can we have?" So that's what we are battling with, rather than think about the victory celebrations. It will come when it will come. But for now, we are more to do with satisfying most of our affiliates, to make sure that we give them room. We particularly for them to engage with the president. If you recall, these affiliates, in most cases, they are affiliates supporting economic development, which is associated with the president. And obviously, they also want to have time where they can engage him, listen to him, hear from him, talk about policy issues, and for them to also to express whatever their aspirations. And therefore, we are trying to find out how we can fit in within this short period of campaigning. And it's not easy, but we'll try to accommodate the few that we can as we go along. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And just on those affiliates, I think National Peace, it's important to clarify that we have seen the opposition working with its proxies in the civil society organizations. And there are a variety of them, the crisis coalitions in Zimbabwe, sometimes the labor movements, the ZESNIs of this world, the ERCs, isn't it? We have never raised a fee. What has become a challenge is that you call me asking me why FAS or heritage. But I've never heard you calling the opposition to ask them about their relationship with the NGOs that have chosen to support them. Why do you find the bravery to ask us about affiliate organizations that have chosen to ally with us, but you don't do the same with the opposition? I'm sure the PC may have one or two clarifications. It's an issue that I get bedeviled with calls every day. First this, first that, heritage this, heritage that. But they have theirs.
Yeah, but someone told me that Aneborande and Anumakwa.
Oh, yes.
So I can understand why.
Ah, that's good. Any further questions, therefore? There being no further questions, I'm sure there are not going to be any further questions about affiliate organizations, FAS, Heritage, Young Women for ED, and so forth. You name them, the list is 99 or over.
Oh, yes.
The PCA is given. Thank you very much, National Commissar, for